Hello. This is part 2, I guess, to the video that I made that I may or may not upload. Um, in that video, I was talking about something that I journaled, and now I have here my journal. So now I'm gonna read I'm gonna read exactly out of the journal what I wrote. If I can find it here. I think this is it right here. Let me see. This has to be it. This is it. Yeah. Okay, so this is word for word what I wrote. The reason we are miserable is because we are asleep again. Duh, right? Yeah, we are asleep again, except this time with pure awareness. Pure awareness. In the past, we were asleep and had to wake up to the fact. Now we are awake but in a slumber. A slumber with awareness. Sounds a lot like a lucid dream. That is essentially what we are currently going through in this specific time, this specific frequency. In realistic physical terms, we are doing bad habits with pure awareness to the fact we are doing bad habits. But just like a lucid dream, we are not entirely all there. It's really more half lucid than anything. We are doing these negative habits with pure awareness, and yet we are struggling tremendously to stop. Half lucid. Then I wrote something and I scribbled it out. But then after that, I wrote, this message is from me, to we, to you. Me, to we, to you. And I wrote some extra notes. First note is, we are awake with a thin veil over our eyes. And yeah, that's definitely how it feels right now. Yeah. Next note. We are awake and asleep simultaneously. That is the tension. Tension as in, this is me just talking now. I'm about to start reading again right from it, but I just want to explain. The tension being the miserableness that I don't want to say we're all feeling it, but for those who resonate. Again, every time I talk, it's for those who resonate. If you're not resonating, then the message is not for you, So, being awake and asleep simultaneously, that is the tension that we are feeling. That is the depression, the tension, the anger, all that. That's because we are awake and asleep at the same time. It's not easy. Okay, now, again, this is what I wrote, word for word. It is not ideal, but the only way through is acceptance and understanding and empathy, parentheses, for ourselves, of course. The real life 3D physical work is choosing discomfort. This we know. We know this. Choosing discomfort. Much easier said than done. And then, okay, back to word for word. Out of the journal. Let me finish. Let me start, because this is connected to what I just read. The real life 3D physical work is choosing discomfort. This we know, but not just discomfort. We are choosing will. We are choosing strength. We are choosing to energetically power up, and yet it might feel like a power down. But there will be a belief shift if you fully choose the path of strength, if you commit, and you don't have to. You don't have to do anything at all. You can stay exactly as you are. But do we not know where that leads? Big ass question mark that I put at the end there. Do we not know where that leads? We know where that leads. I'm going to keep reading. We know it leads to a dark place because it's insustainable and inevitably deconstructive. Period. I didn't write the word period. I'm just saying, I put a period at the end. Okay, so next note. It's a reminder. I put reminder. I wrote reminder, semicolon. We have escaped the dark place, and now we are in the light, but we are being called to a brighter light, a higher frequency, called to a new place, but it's not darker, it's not backwards. And then I wrote in all caps at the bottom, choose wisely. Choose wisely. Yeah. That last part about the dark and the light, we escape the dark place, being called to another light, brighter light. I want to explain that, and that's the end of what I wrote. I want to explain that in my own words with, I don't want to go over 10 minutes. I have like 4 minutes left, so hopefully I can explain that really quickly. It's really simple to put into realistic terms. I'm gonna speak from my personal life. My dark place was when I was doing drugs and skipping school, and then when I got out of school, I was just doing drugs, skateboarding with my friends, doing drugs, just getting into bad shit. Borderline was about to become a criminal. I was borderline about to go to jail or die, one or the other. I don't know. That was my dark place. Everyone has a dark place, and again, this is for those who resonate. And I want to go over resonation. That's a whole nother thing. But no, that's the dark place. And we got out of the dark place. I got out of that dark place on my own. Not completely. I got help, divine help, if you will. People popped up into my life at the moment I most needed it, and at a moment I could not predict at all. It just fucking happened. It's so crazy thinking back to it, but like these catalysts that get us out of the dark place that we all were in at one point, that shit's crazy. But it happens, we are not meant to stay in a dark place. We weren't. Some people don't get out of the dark place. That's fucked up. And that's why we have to be grateful. So grateful. That's why we have to be great. That's why we have to be grateful. Some people don't make it out. Some people do not make it out. And yeah. What did I write? Hold on. Yeah, we're being called to a brighter light, a higher frequency. Yeah, we escaped the dark place, but this is back to my first video. There's still work to do. We're out of the dark. We're in the light, but we're being called to a higher light, a bigger light, a stronger light. And that shit sucks, because we're comfortable now. We got comfortable. We fucking got out of the darkness. It sucked ass being in the dark, and we got to fucking take a breather. We got rescued out of the fucking dark. And there's nothing against like Christianity or any organized religion. I'm not here to fight, but this is spiritual. I'm talking pure spiritual. I'm talking pure energy. I'm talking frequency energy. A little bit of like butterfly effect type shit, I don't want to use the word God ever because it's gonna make people fucking lose their minds. I use source, universe, whatever you want to call it, the thing that created all things. I'm running out of time here, but we are being called again to another higher light. I have like 30 seconds left. It sucks. I've been so comfortable because I finally have just gotten out of that shitty place. And I've been comfortable for years now. And now I have to get uncomfortable. I have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And it's crazy. But maybe I'll make a part 3, but yeah, I'm running out of time. But hopefully you resonated with this and hopefully you stayed through this whole video. Thank you.